Welcome to India Talks, featuring all the Indian newsmakers in Indonesia. This program is brought to you by Q Channel, the channel for decision makers, in collaboration with IndoIndians.com, a portal for Indians in Indonesia. And we will be featuring Indians who are newsmakers in Indonesia, such as executives, entrepreneurs, businessmen and artists. And today we have with us SK Biswas, who works for FCB, and a major advertising company in Indonesia.
Thank you. I'm a bit surprised I'm here because you said you're inviting a newsmaker. I'm not a newsmaker. You're inviting entrepreneurs. I'm not one. And I'm not an artist. So let me explain how I came to Indonesia. Somewhere in early 97, I had made a decision to move out of India. And I had two offers at that point of time, Vietnam and Indonesia. And being a bit bookish at that point of time, I was reading some World Bank reports. Indonesia was Asia's most market-driven economy,
the tiger,
and it's going to be one of the biggest economies in Asia by 2010. So I said, let's come to Indonesia, and I signed my contract in July 97.
Oh, just before the crisis.
Just before the crisis, and finally I landed here on December 16th, 1997, and the crisis had started.
Wrong timing.
Wrong timing, good timing, I don't know, but yeah, I was there. And the rupiah was at 3,200, and people were talking about it will be 3600, and we all know it had reached 17,000 rupiah. So that's the way I landed in Jakarta.
So when you came to Jakarta and the crisis happened, where were you working?
I was to work with Pratama Bozal.
Did you plan to go back to India at that time where everything was falling down like a pack of cards?
At that point of time, almost I was not able to think through what I should do, to be very honest with you, and I was debating whether I should go to Singapore or go back to India. And I was lucky enough that our regional CEO said that since there are two expats in the office, they'll pick up the tab for one of them, which was my boss.
Right.
And the local shareholders agreed to pay my lower tabs. That's the way I stayed back in Jakarta.
Is it true that bombs keep chasing you?
Oh yeah, oh God. I used to always joke about bombs since I'm from India. I used to always say bombs always happen everywhere. First time we were in Marriott in 2003, and we were at a workshop or training program there, and you know what happened in Marriott. Well, that was a close escape for all of us, but we couldn't escape the embassy bombing. That really destroyed our office in
the
a
Australian embassy.
Yeah, so it was a bad one. Our whole office was brought down, and we had to move to a temporary office in Kebonsari for the last 6-7 months. Now we are back into a new office in Kuningan again. So I hope that was the last time we had some experience with bomb.
What do you do at FCB? You brought it up, from scratch. There was nothing there. Now it's one of the leading agency. How did you do that? Tell us a little bit about your journey.
We started from ground zero, in May 2001. I think that was the best decision we had taken. We started with about 11 people. So everybody who comes in to FCB is new and young, and we are able to imbibe our philosophies of passion for building our clients' business into the young people who come into the agency, And what we have perhaps is a common philosophy and thread that runs across all the divisions. Everybody knows that our job is to build clients' business.
So your philosophy is build the client's business.
Exactly. Okay. They grow, we grow. They fail, we fail. That's the philosophy we have. I mean, we are in the business of making our clients grow, as simple as that. That's the way we see our business as.
Did you always think you'd be in advertising? Was this your ambition in life?
I never thought I'll be in advertising, to be honest with you. I used to always think when I was a kid, I'm talking about 1985, that I'll go into majoring in economics, and that's something which I had always liked. And advertising happened to me by accident. The last year of my MBA program, I had a independent project with DDP Needham in India, and that made me tilt towards advertising. But I wasn't still sure. I said, let me try for 2 years, then I'll decide what to do in life. Now it's already been 12 years.
Wow. You also mentioned that you wanted to go to Stephens and you landed up at IIT Bombay. How did that happen?
That's one more experience I had. Right from I think 9th or 10th standard, I was very fond of economics, and I think St. Stephen's Delhi was very good, very well known for economics, and I wanted to go there. And I got all the forms, and I had to meet my father to share with him my thoughts and all that.
And his signature, of course.
And his signature, of course. So he took the form, just tore it and just dropped it. I said, thank you very much. You're not going to do economics. I don't know what you're going to do after graduating, so get into science. And so I went into science, then got into IIT. I never enjoyed IIT, to be honest with you, but it was a good experience. Meeting so many brilliant people was very good. I think I learned a lot there.
But IIT can be a very tough experience. I've heard of people who've run away from IIT because they couldn't take the peer pressure. So you must have been very good to you by Q Channel and IndoIndians.com. And we've been talking to him about his academic preferences and how he, despite liking economics, he went into IIT and then from there to IIM Ahmedabad. And now he's here at FCB heading the agency in Indonesia. You come across as a very organized person. How can you describe a typical day for us?
Generally, I get up early in the morning. I tend to get up by 5:30 latest.
That's early.
Yeah. And I try and wrap up all my emails which I can in the morning. I think my son gets up by 6:30 latest, and once he wakes up, you have to take control of him, otherwise he's going to run down the house. So by 6:30 my son gets up, by 7 o'clock my daughter gets up, and I think I leave home at 7:30, and my daughter leaves at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'm in office by, let's say, latest by 8:30.
So you've already done the email part of work.
Yeah, and whatever else is to be done at office, I try and finish by 9 o'clock.
You said then you have fun.
Then I have fun.
So what does fun mean to you?
Fun means, I think we are a group of 120 people, and
so if from 2001 till to date you've got 150 people in the office?
120 people.
120 people.
We started with 11 people. Yeah, we are today about 120 people.
That's a huge number of growth. So you've been growing 100% every year?
Well, not 100%, but yeah, kind of there. Now we are kind of plateauing in terms of number of people. We won't grow the way we have grown in the last few years. But to have 120 new people in the office and to make sure that everybody thinks or talks alike or has the same wavelength, that's a bit too much to ask from new people. So I think a lot of my time goes into coordinating between the department heads, the general managers, the business directors, and when I say have fun, what I mean is I really enjoy solving day-to-day problems, and the problems are sometimes small, sometimes big, but it's like I sit with them. If they need my inputs, I give my inputs, come out, get into one more meeting, give my inputs, come out. That's what I mean by have fun.
So when you say, what would you say is the highlight of your agency, this FCB agency? Which client did you advertise for, and what is the one advertising campaign that you did that stands out?
If I were to just